Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole. I'm a middle school teacher and I'm going to share my journey of starting a TPT store from the very beginning. Let me get comfortable for this one. So let's start from the beginning. I decided I was going to start a teacher paid teacher store this year. And before I started to upload any products or create my actual store, I did some research. And I don't know why I had this idea that I've already created all of these lessons. I'm just gonna upload them onto this platform and sell them. And why I thought it would be that easy. Well, it's not. So make sure you do your research before you open your store. What I didn't realize is that in all of my lessons and Google Slides and worksheets and everything that I make, I take backgrounds, clip art, fonts, everything from Google that I don't have permission to use to sell. I do have permission to use them for personal use, but not for commercial use. So I had to go through and really do research on copyright and trademark laws. What I could use for my personal use in my classroom versus what I can use to sell my products. So tip number one, do your research. Make sure you have rights to the fonts, the clip arts, anything you're using in your products to sell on Teacher Pay Teacher. All right, tip number two. This one is probably the hardest for me. And my boyfriend Chris will attest to that because I'm constantly complaining to him and comparing myself to others. I tend to look at other teachers on Instagram and see how many followers they have, how many products they have in their TPT store. And my immediate thought is I need to get as many products as I can put on my store as soon as possible so I can be where they are. And let's be honest, that's not a very realistic expectation. I'm gonna get burnt out. I'm not gonna be able to sustain that productivity. I'm not gonna see results that quickly. And then I'm gonna quit. But I need to tell myself that they at some point started where I am right now. They had to go through this process as well. They just started it a lot sooner than I am. So I decided to build a content planner for myself and set realistic goals every month. That way I can maintain consistency and hopefully in the long run see some progress and see some growth within my TPT store. So a realistic goal for me is 2 products a month. I'm a full-time teacher and I coach gymnastics part-time. So my schedule is pretty packed. Setting realistic expectations and being consistent with those expectations will allow me to grow gradually without getting burnt out. If I happen to make an extra product that month, great. But if not, then that's okay too. So this consistency, setting realistic expectations, and understanding that this is a long-term goal and not something that's gonna happen overnight. My third and final suggestion or tip for this video is to create and start to build upon your brand. Figure out what makes you unique because there are a lot of people doing very similar things on Teachers Pay Teachers, and I'm gonna be honest, I have a lot of the same similar styles as many of the products that I see on there, but you need to find something that's unique to your brand. So I've created a template in Canva for my thumbnails, which I just make a copy of that template, and when I'm making a product, I fill in the information for that specific product. So all of my thumbnails will look very similar, all of my teacher directions will look very similar, but it will be for that specific product. That way when people see your products, they recognize your brand. Within my templates, on the very last page of my teacher directions or teacher preview, I always link to another product of mine. That way I'm also promoting other products and getting people to look at other items in my store. That's just good business, good marketing, and that's something I definitely suggest you doing when you're starting to build on your store and you have multiple products uploaded into your store. I'd love to hear from you. Comment below if you are starting your journey or thinking about opening up a TPT store. I would love to hear from you, and stay tuned for my next video.